there, Dokkan Battle video. So here we have LR Prime Battle Trunks getting his EZA. And I don't know. I mean, I think he's good. Let's use him for a bit more. I definitely would have to, like, you know, go into some Super Battle Road stages with him and the Tech Trunks. Seems as though the Tech Trunks might be a bit better than this AGL LR Trunks, but we'll see. I do have him at full level 10 links. I got a little bit of extra defense on him, but I don't know how good he is or how much I'm going to be using him, so I wasn't eager to go crazy giving him a bunch of strong equips. So we have him turn 1 with this is a rotation where he's getting a lot of support as well, right? So AGL Mai, right, is a pretty good support type unit. She gives a buff to AGL units, 20%, and then she gives 30% to Peppy Gal's characters. So Trunks is getting 60% support on this rotation between STR Trunks and then, of course, the AGL Mai at the start right here, right? Trunks gets 40% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets another 40% attack and defense on Super. So that's good. That would push us... I mean, I think he'd be right around 200k with that buff, right? And he gets 3 key against 1 enemy. I mean, he gets this buff, this 3 key and 40% attack and defensive buff for the rest of the battle, in which he deals a finishing blow, right? So it's like, I feel like being able to get one of those off is probably not too tough. But, I mean, I feel like this character... this last part of his passive should go away. And I feel like they should just give him like another 60% attack and defense at the start of turn or something like that. So I believe, are we going to be at 24 key right here? Does the 3 key when facing 1 enemy, is that going to pop right here? Let me see this. I'm going to see what attack set he gets up to right here. So it did not. 4.67 with 60% support. Oh, I didn't go over his links. That STR Trunks, I believe he has, they have 5 links together, I think. Let me just quickly double check in a second. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see like that, like a 4 million attack set right there with like 200k defense. That's not like, whoa, or anything like that. Like Prime Battle Frieza is a year old, man. And Prime Battle Frieza puts up better numbers than that. So, I don't know, right? Now, Trunks does get more buffs when facing multiple enemies. You know, we'll go into a multiple enemy fight in a second here. I'll definitely take Trunks into a Extreme Super Battle Road stage as well. Probably Future. I guess the Future Saga Extreme Super Battle Road stage, since it's the newest one. Although that stage is pretty easy. It's not like pure Saiyan Extreme Super Battle Road or something like that, so... we'll see how Trunks will fare in there. Alright, so Trunks' link set, right? He has, what is that? Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Cold Judgment, Messenger from the Future, Dismal Future, Shattering Limit, and Legendary Power are Trunks' links. So he's going to be able to get, again, 5 out of 7 with this SCR support Trunks. This Trunks right here is such a mainstay with other Trunks units, man. This guy makes all these other Trunkses look so good. And it's like now there's actually this celebration. We have the new Dokkan Fest Trunks. 3 separate Super Saiyan Trunks has got an EZA during this celebration. Like, it's crazy, right? But we'll keep going here. Let's see what LR Trunks does. One thing, okay. So notice the jump in his stats, by the way. He's up to 183k defense here now that he dealt a finishing blow. So we're going to see him probably do more damage even without that second support type unit on rotation here. And the key was, you know, we saw the increase in key as well. I think, so he gets a 100% attack buff on his super attack effect. He massively raises attack for 1 turn on his 18 key. I feel like that is probably the big mistake for this unit. I feel as though him greatly raising attack and defense, I think that would have made him much better. I think a 50% attack and offensive buff on 18 key rather than a 100% attack buff on 18 key. I think that would have made this Trunks better, honestly. I really do. I think he would have been a little bit more formidable at that point. So, all right, let's go ahead and see what he does right here. And he gets up to a 5.69 I mean, with one support, I mean, I'll definitely take that, right? 5 links active, 1 support. I mean, that's good. It's just, I don't know. What was his defense there? Like 270. So he's at like the 270k defensive stat, 260k defensive stat. I think somewhere in that range, with a like, 5.6 million attacks. I mean, that's definitely good. I don't want to like act like it's horrible, but like I don't know that like I would run him over the new Tech Trunks that just got his EZA. It's hard to say. The other thing too about this LR Trunks is it's like I feel like a lot of times you're gonna want to go for the 12 key super attack with him, right? Because the 12 key super attack gives you the defensive buff, which I just feel like is more important. I'm gonna get this animation in here, Trunks, doing the Spirit Sword, and then after this, let's go to a fight against multiple enemies.
これはこの星に生きるみんなの木の光だみんなの力を俺に貸してくれ行くぞみんな
I do wonder if maybe my expectations were too high for Trunks, and he actually is looking pretty good, because I feel like that last turn, right, that we saw from Trunks, like, those numbers were good. So here we are against multiple enemies. This Trunks, even before his EZA, was always sort of intended to be used against multiple enemies, right? Ki is definitely looking good. Here we are without support. He's at 116k. I guess we don't have some of his major links activated, right? Cold Judgment, Messenger from the Future, Dismal Future. A lot of those aren't activated. Cold Judgment, it looks like Cold Judgment is actually super important for this Trunks, though, man. Look at his defense right here. He's going to get 40% on super, but, he's still going to be under 200k, right? Without support, without Cold Judgment. It's really hard to say, like, is he horrible, or is he just, like, okay, or what? We're going to have 3 links active. Again, this whole run will be with no support. Trunks should get the finishing blow on Beerus here. So, moving forward through the rest of the fight, 4.6 million. 4.6 million with no support. Not that. He had 3 links active. There's the finishing blow, so now he's stronger. I really think I don't like that buff. That, like, they get the extra, buff when they finish off an enemy. I'm pretty sure I absolutely despise that, because that's just another, like, big, huge RNG thing. Because here's the thing with this Trunks, right? I feel like that ability is going to age this Trunks very rapidly. Because, like, Prime Battle Frieza gets a buff just by being in slot 3. Like, slot 1 or slot 3, you could run him. He's good. He's got a great link set, blah, 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 blah. But this Trunks, I don't know that this Trunks has enough power if he's good enough to run on rotation. Like, I don't think you're going to be running this Trunks on rotation, right? So with that, is Trunks really going to be dealing the finishing blow? Probably not, if he's not being run on rotation. And, him without the finishing blow buff, he's looking not that impressive, honestly. I don't know. Alright, so let's take a look at him on this turn. So, he should be looking quite a bit better on this turn. We're going to have a lot of links active. Well, okay, actually only Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, and then Messenger from the Future is what he's going to have right here. Ki is a bit more of an issue against one enemy here. We are still going to get the 18 Ki, though. Alright, so, again, this is without support. Let's see what our boy Trunks can do. I don't know. It's hard to rate this guy, because, like, there's factors, right? Like, if you deliver that last blow, if you're going up against multiple enemies, right? It does seem like Cold Judgment, like, is just a necessity with this guy. Like, him with and without Cold Judgment is a huge difference. There he is at, like, a 3 million attack stat. It's like, it looks like when this guy looks good, it's just, like, because of support, more so. I feel as though the Tech Super Saiyan Trunks is definitely feeling, like, once I got that STR Trunks away from this LR Trunks right here, I feel like the tech Super Saiyan Trunks is better than this guy. Because the tech Super Saiyan Trunks does not rely upon cold judgment to be tanky. He's just going to be tanky with a more consistent link set, I think, with a lot of the Saiyan characters you're going to be rocking, right? Boy, this run did not inspire a lot of faith in this guy. No, the supportless run, he didn't really look that great, honestly. Let's keep going. Let's see how this guy's gonna look. It's like that initial run, I was like, okay, he's not so bad. So going into the second run, I was like, yeah, man, am I too hard on him? But now, after this, I'm like, yeah, this guy is, like, not that good. Like, he's, like, okay, but he's not that... He ain't that good. Alright, now we're on Kid Gohan's Bond of Master and Disciple team. With the physical LR Trunks, we're going to link up pretty good. Only Messenger from the Future and Dismal Future are the two links we do not have activated. Now, I am a little nervous. Physical LR Trunks, he gets his EZA, what, in about 2.5 weeks? We'll see. Again, it's so weird. They EZA'd like 50 Trunkses at the same time. I don't know. At the same time, I mean, I guess it buffs all these teams, right? Vegeta Family, Future, Time Traveler, right? Like, a lot of these teams, Battle of Wits, Revenge, Andros S. Cell Saga, are all, like, a lot better. We will see, man, when this physical Trunks is going to actually, like... All right, I mean, we're at 200k defense right here. I guess that's pretty good, right? So this is Kid Gohan giving them massive defensive support. We do have Cold Judgment active, as well as a lot. Dismal Future is just key and crit. And what is Messenger from the Future is just attack. So I guess we do have, like, all of, like, the defensive abilities sort of maxed out for Trunks right here. All right, so let's go ahead and get rid of Goten. So, you know, we sort of have Trunks's... After this turn, we're going to have Trunks's max buffs activated after this turn, right? Because he should be able to finish Goten off fairly easily. Again, remember, Trunks gets the 100% attack buff on his 18-key super, and he gets 30% defense on his 12-key super. Remember on the Bond of Master and Disciple category, which we're running with Kid Gohan here, we are running on a 150% lead, which I do think 150% is fine, honestly, like running teams and stuff like that. I don't really hesitate just because it's a 150% lead or anything like that. Just really depends on how, like, good, I would say, like, you know, the leader is. And I really do feel comfortable running the Bond of Master and Disciple team. I feel like AGL Kid Gohan is a really strong floating unit, and that would allow us to sort of work really well. So we saw what LR Trunks looks like. Here's this Trunks, who is about 60 times better than the LR EZA Trunks, because he does that, another normal, then a super attack. Oh no, he gave us a normal, but he's going to do one more normal right here and finish Goten off. Yep. Oh, look at all those crits. Oh my god, that guy. That's why you give him full crits right there. Because if you get unlucky, you know, and you don't get the super attacks, you're still doing like 500k damage just off that crit normal. Like, I'll take that, man. That's pretty good. Yeah, that AGL Trunks, he's quite a bit better. Okay, so what is Trunks' defense on this turn? Should be fairly high, right? Oh, boy. Okay. Alright, so this is Trunks sort of... Honestly, we could get Trunks' defense even higher. If we had Goasu and Zamasu, AGL Trunks, and then Kid Gohan, we would actually have a higher defensive stat than we do right here. Remember, he does get 40% on super, right? So he's going to get, he's going to be like at like 430k, 420k, 410k, 400k defense. I think somewhere in that range when he supers right here. I think it's like somewhere around where he's going to be at. I mean, that's good. Because, like, Goasu and Zamasu, they are a support type unit, for sure. But, like, I do feel comfortable running them, right? They're not, like, a support that's going to get you killed. I think if this physical Trunks... I mean, if this guy becomes, like, a contender for best unit in the game, I don't know, maybe, like, a top 25 unit in the game or something like that, could be interesting for this, like, all these Trunks, like, teams and stuff like that. Because, like, if let's just say LR Trunks is, like, you know... The physical Trunks has got like a 50% chance to dodge and 300k defense, and he does all the damage and blah, 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 blah. and you're able to run AGL Trunks sort of like this, like if this is like a rotation we could rock, I mean, LR Trunks, again, is going to be well over 300k defense right here. 300k, so 200k is like, that's, I don't want to say that's like average. 200k is good, right? Like 200k is where you start taking double-digit damage in a lot of events. But we do have events in-game now where 300k defense is like not all the way enough. Like Pure Saiyan Extreme, Super Battle Road, and stuff like that. So it's like units, I really like units to be able to get like a very substantial amount of defense, man. AGL Trunks is able to get it done here, right? So he's dealt one of the finishing blows. I mean, he's definitely looking a lot better at this point. Man, I don't know. Let me know what you guys are thinking of him. I feel like people are gonna look at him and think he's pretty good, right? I mean, he's gonna have 400k defense on this turn. It's not like this is like a wholly unrealistic turn right here, right? This Trunks who's gonna get an EZA in a couple of weeks and might be really, really good. You know, EZA, LR Trunks, and then Golasso and Zamasu are still a runnable unit. They're not like god-awful, right? Like, their defense isn't the greatest, but they do still have their chance to dodge and their seal and stuff. 5.57 right there. So, like, that seems to be, like, sort of like a common, like, attack set we're kind of getting with him, is in that 5 million range. I guess we'll do one more run on the Hybrid Saiyan team. Let me know what you guys are thinking of this Trunks. He seems like he's good. I feel like I might walk away from this calling him mid, but like he's definitely not mid. Like he's solid. I do think though that there's just a lot of hoops you have to jump through. You got to make sure there's a Cold Judgment unit around. You have to baby him sort of and make sure that he's getting that sort of like final blow down, right? Like I feel like it's very, very crucial that this Trunks gets a finishing blow very early on in the fight to help him really look impressive. And I just really I think this unit has solidified the fact that I despise and hate that mechanic, where you get stronger when you finish an enemy off. I just think it's dog shit. There's just so many factors leading into that it's just a huge pain in the ass, right? But all right, yeah, let's do one more run on the Hybrid Saiyan team. All right, guys, we're going to do one more run here. This is perfect. This is exactly the setup I wanted right here. So Trunks is going to be able to quickly get his blow early on here. Here, let me do this right here. Perfect. Okay, yeah, so Trunks will deal the finishing blow to this physical Broly right here. Let me actually just make sure. Let me give him 24 key right here. Again, it's essential for what I want to do right here that Trunks gets this finishing blow. So Trunks will take out Broly right here, all right? 4 million attack set linked up with B-Pan. B-Pan gives him Shattering Limit and Legendary Power. Alright, so Broly is done. Boom, that powers our boy Trunks up. Now, we're going up against multiple enemies. So, basically for the rest of the fight, we have Trunks' max attack buffs going. And I guess, yeah, I sort of have AGL Pan right here as well. So she could sort of give a 2-turn attack buff. So, let's see what these next 2 turns look like. For our boy Trunks, right? How he's going to look. Now, the Hybrid Saiyan team, again, it's just like, I don't know. Hybrid Saiyans, just both Dokkan and Legends, every 5 seconds, they're just like, yep, here you go. Here's another buff. Yep. Oh, well, what's that? 3 EZAs in a celebration? No, dude. Let's follow this up with another 3 EZA Hybrid Saiyan. So, like, I don't know, dude. It's just Hybrid Saiyan. Dokkan goes really crazy with their Hybrid Saiyan love. All of these Trunks. I guess at the same time, though, like, it's funny to meme on it, like, oh, yeah, all the Hybrid Saiyan buffs and ha 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 ha. But, like, these teams that Trunks is on, right, like, they really, you could have used this. Like, it was important. Right, for, I think, Future, Time Traveler, Vegeta Family, Android/Cell Saga, right? Bond, a Master and a Disciple, Revenge, Battle of Wits, Entrusted Will. Like, just like another superior option on all these teams. Because, like, Trunks, this Trunks, I'm definitely walking away from it in that, like, he's not, like, oh my god, like, Prime Battle Frieza on release last year, I feel like was way better than this Trunks is on release. But, like, Trunks is definitely good. I mean, here we are, 233k defense right there. Again, he's getting 40% of that back. So it's like, with what it looks like with him, is if you hit that, whatchamacallit with him, right? If we are able to hit the finishing blow with him early on, he is capable of looking pretty damn good. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we get right here. So on this turn, we have Cold Judgment activated along with Shattering Limit and Legendary Power. Again, next turn, we're going to be able to pop B-Pan's active skill. We have support for Trunks, and we're going to have all 7 links activated for Trunks. So, I mean, Trunks should look pretty damn good. I hope. The only thing I would say, okay, so the double super is very good with Trunks, because that does give him a lot of extra defense. I mean, 30% extra defense when he's rocking like 300k defense, like that's 100k. Like, if you have 300k defense, right, and you super, like it's like you're nearly getting like 100k defense. Because what is 30%, so it's like you're getting pretty close, right, to like being like 100k or something. So like that's going to help out quite a bit. So we're gonna have Pan super attack right here as well. So we're gonna get a nice little 2-turn attack buff by our girl AGL Pan. I actually brought her on the team because she's the 50% support to sort of help Trunks out. But I mean, this will work fine. Actually, you know what? We're gonna get this next turn with AGL B Pan. And then after that, I think I'll get the rotation of Trunks, and then the AGL Pan for the 50% support instead. Because Trunks does get buffs on super attack, right? Which, means like a normal traditional support type unit like AGL Pan would give a bigger buff than, say, LRB Pan's buff. Alright, so, again, this rotation right here is all 7 links activated. He's at 284k defense right here at the start, which is really good because, again, he's going to get a nice 40% defensive buff. So, I would say he's definitely looking good here, right, at this point. But, again, you do have a lot, there's a lot of hoops you got to jump through, I feel like, to get this level of performance from him. 3 million by this Trunks. I really do like this Trunks, though. The support, the ability to multiple super. He does have the defensive stacking with the Cell Saga Gohan around. 11 million, huh? I mean, that's a substantial jump, is it not? Like, what the hell? Okay. 11 million? All right, Trunks. I guess B-Pan's active skill worked pretty well with that 100% attack buff he gets on his 18p. Jesus. I didn't expect him to hit 11. Okay. We're definitely not going to get high with HL Pan. Wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting him to drop an 11 million attack stat right there. All right, I'm gonna get one more rotation and then we're gonna finish up. So okay, I mean he's got some potential. I mean this is you want to talk about a very specific situation though, right? He finished an enemy off, then we're still fighting multiple enemies. But I mean that's 11 million is definitely not low. That's a good attack stat right there. Okay. Another thing, too, is that B-Pan, I think, is actually a rather good unit. Like, I don't really go too crazy about, like, running B-Pan. Like, I run B-Pan all the time in a lot of difficult content. Like, no item runs for God events and, legendary events and stuff like that. So, pretty... I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all are thinking about this Trunks, man. I am uncertain of how much I like or dislike. I mean, this 323 right there, he does get 40% on super. I mean, if you run him on these like full support hybrid Saiyan builds, which honestly, if we take off AGL Pan and put like AGL Kid Gohan on instead, like this is a runnable team that's going to beat every event in the game, right? Like AGL Pan is by far and away the worst unit on this team that will drag it down. But you just replace her for one of the other 50 busted hybrid units. That doesn't really matter. AGL Trunks, right? There's 60. Dude, there's 60 good hybrid units we can replace with her. So, I mean, again, you can use this guy, and it's very clear that he can provide value to the team. I guess he's fine. I want to slander him so bad, but he's putting up good numbers at this point. What is his attack stat here? 8 million? What am I supposed to say? Like, that's good. That's good. That's really good, right? Like, that's good. Now we're looking good with Trunks. So, let me know what you guys are thinking. All right, so this is alternate ending Super Saiyan Trunks Future. His leader skill is the Future Saga category, key 4 and 130% of stats. His super attack is the Burning Attack, which raises defense for 1 turn and does colossal damage to the enemy. Raises defense, of course, is a 30% defensive buff. His 18 key super attack is the Change the Future, which massively raises attack for 1 turn and does mega colossal damage to the enemy. Now, massively raising attack, that's a 100% attack buff. So, I'm pretty sure the reason, like, you know, like, at the end there, with his damage exploding from B-Pin, I think it's from that massively raises attack buff that he's got right there. His passive skill, True Ending, gives him 40% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets an additional 40% attack and defense on super attack. Then he gets 3 key against 1 enemy. And against 2 or more enemies, he gets 8 key and 40% attack and defense. And then he gets an additional 3 key and 40% attack and defense for the rest of the fight. After he has, you know, delivered a finishing blow to an enemy, which is good. You know, well, I mean, the buff is good, but the fact that you have to kill an enemy to do it is very annoying. I really don't like that effect anymore. His links are Messenger from the Future, Super Saiyan, Cold Judgment, Royal Lineage, Dismal Future, Shattering Limit, Legendary Power. I mean, his link set is fine, but it's like he does specifically need basically another Trunks. Seems like you gotta get like another Trunks next to him to really make this guy look good, right? 12 key multiplier, 140, 24 key multiplier, 200%. Same typical percentages as always. There are actually a number of EZAs where this Trunks will help you get Zenny. You have Legendary Super Saiyan STR Broly, one of the first EZA. He was actually the second EZA. You know, his EZA, STR Perfect Cell's EZA. You have STR LR Super Saiyan Broly's EZA. So there's several EZAs where Trunks will help you get a lot of Zenny. And then finally, our boy Trunks is on a lot of category teams and a lot of teams that actually really needed help. That's one good thing about him. He's on the Hybrid Saiyan team, which did not need any help. Not at all. He's on the Future category team with now, dude, all these Trunkses, right? This Trunks came out, this LR Trunks, this Dokkan Fest Trunks. And then, of course, we have the EZAs for this Trunks, and then also this Trunks down here. So they're going crazy with the Trunkses in this celebration, man, for real. Then Trunks is also over here on the Time Traveler team. The Time Traveler team is going to be very interesting when it gets a new leader. I mean, I guess I've been saying this for a very long time now. Still, I don't really like Bojack so much. I mean, I guess if you're going to do a villain variant of Time Travelers, it works. But, you know, for like Super Class or like a mix of both, I don't really like Bojack so much with like a lot of the Vegito and Trunkses and Time Patrol and stuff like that. We need a Super Class Time Traveler leader for sure. Hopefully that's what Heroes will bring. Trunks is on the Vegeta family team, which, dude, 2021 has been so kind to the Vegeta family team. I mean, look at 2021. Evolution Blue Vegeta, top 5 unit in the game. This Trunks is really good. This Vegeta is one of the best Dokkan Fests in the game. This Vegeta, I think, is the best TUR in the game. This Trunks is up there. This LR is probably the best Yellow Coin LR, so it's like, you know, the Vegeta family team has gotten massively buffed this year. Trunks is also down here on the Super Saiyan category team, which is another team that just got insane this year. Trunks is also on the Android Cell Saga team, which has gotten significant buffs in the last couple of months, man. So many EZAs have been on this team, along with these last 2 really powerful Dokkan Fest exclusives. Then Trunks is also on the Bond of Master and Disciple category team, which is, you know, getting better, because it's getting a lot of buffs recently. A lot of EZAs and stuff like that have been on that team. Trunks is also on the Revenge team right here, which, I mean, this is where Trunks will really help. You take this Trunks into Revenge Super Battle Road, he'll be able to help you out quite a bit, although the final enemy in there is that Chilled, right? Chilled will definitely be an issue. But, like, you know, maybe, like, in Mai plus this Trunks could work well together. You know, Mai potentially could stun the Chilled or something like that. Then Trunks is also on the Battle of Wits team, which is, you know, Battle Wits I feel like is in a pretty good spot. A lot of really powerful units on the Battle Wits team. And then finally, we have the new AGL Dokkan Fest Trunks' Entrusted Will category team. I am not really too sure how I feel about this team, but it does seem like it's got a pretty good base there. You know, just a lot of Trunkses and stuff like that. So, there is AGL LR Trunks. Let me know what you guys are thinking of him. Honestly, at the end of this, like, he is good. He's definitely good. but it's like you do got to jump through a number of hoops for him to really start to look very impressive, right? You know, Cold Judgment is very important for his performance. I think that STR Hybrid Saiyan support Trunks, like, there's a monstrous before and after difference if this Trunks has got that Trunks around, right? So let me know what you guys are thinking about this guy. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.